DeAndre Hunter ends up in a team that plays for nothing, and he's a good player. So the thing that boggles me is that okay, nobody likes Schroeder. Okay, he's a world champion, but whatever. Nobody likes him. Okay, and he's the guard that everybody likes him, and I forgot his name, but he was on the book for a lot of teams. Like, if we could get him for a cheap price, we're gonna do it. At the end of the day, DeAndre Hunter goes to the Kings, and Schroeder and Ellis, I think is his name, they go nowhere. Honestly, nowhere. So very weird trade that time. Now, that's the big trade. This is for me the biggest trade of the deadline, before the deadline. Jai Jackson, we all know who Jai Jackson is, traded for peanuts, peanuts. Honestly, peanuts. Concha is going with him, and Jacques Langdale put him, but because he's the only name you would know on the list. And funny enough is that Langdale was traded again the following day, but the Jazz now have Markkanen, Kessler, and Jai Jackson Jr. plus Keontae George at the point. So now, this is going to be very interesting. It looks like nothing, but I am telling you, this is going to make noise next year. That's all I have to say. Trade number 5, yeah, the big one. James Harden going to the Cavs, and Garland, who seems to be like the piece that they didn't want. I can understand. In a way, I can understand. Garland has been injured a lot, but he was a young player. He was an all-star, and who do you take for him? James Harden. So now it's a gamble. Let's say it's a gamble. The Cavs went that way. We'll see. I don't think I'm the only one in the league who thinks that this is risky, extremely risky. For the Clippers, it's not bad. It's not bad because now you have a young piece that's going to be here for a few years. So I don't think it's that bad for the Clippers, but a weird trade. Now, number 6. Here it goes. The Vooch going to the Boston Celtics. They needed interior presence. And Anthony Simons, who was never welcome in Boston, so he moves. Let's move in. Interesting trade, in fact, because it means that the Boston Celtics really think that they can do something this year. You know, they are expecting Jason Tatum to come back, with Brown being as good as he is right now. So what was their weakness was the interior game. So now they take the Vooch for Anthony Simons. Unfortunately, is gonna be again. He's gonna go to the Bulls. I don't know. Maybe we're gonna keep him, but I don't think we will. So great trade for Boston. Not such a great trade for the Bulls. Now, here we go to my main trade. Anthony Davis traded to the Wizards for, you can see it, Mr. Nobody. So we traded Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis without any pick. And because Anthony Davis is always injured, of course, nothing happened. And now we trade him back to the Wizard for nobody. Yeah, you might say, yeah, we got back what is his name? One of the interior guy. God, I've forgotten his name. But we got nothing. Honestly, we got nothing. So as a Mavs fan, this is just a joke. On the other side, if you think about the Wizard, now you have Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Bilal Koulibaly, Kishan George, and Alexa. So now this sounds good. You know what I mean? It sounds good. It's something that could work. So the Wizard for me did a great job for the Mavs, of course. Now everything is over. We just have to hope that Cooper Flag is gonna be as good as he has been looking since the beginning of the season. But I wanted to put Mr. Nobody because honestly, at the end of the day, the Mavs got nothing. Thank you, Mr. Nick Harrison. Thank you. Now, the next trade is interesting. In a way, interesting. Everybody knew that Kuminga was not in the long-term plans for the Warriors. There have been many stories and many, how would I say, many things that show that Steve Kerr is not a good coach for me. He was never a good coach and he will never be. But with Jimmy Butler injured, they decided to trade Kuminga. We never expected him to play, and Buddy Hield for Kristaps Porzingis. So Porzingis, of course, one of my favorite players, but, and here is the big but, he hasn't played a lot in the last 3 seasons, and this is the card you are playing for Steph Curry, that the Warriors, I think, are 8th in the West. So that's the card you're playing. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think for the Hawks, it's not amazing, but it's not that bad. It is not that bad. But Porzingis with the Warriors, I don't think he's going to play more than 15 games. That's all I have to say. I don't think he's not going to play more than 15 games. So overall, I think it's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose for both teams. Now, sorry, I went back. I'm going back. Come on, now, number 9. Interesting one. Very interesting one. Benedict Mathurin, who goes to the Clippers with Isaiah Jackson. And on the other side, Ivica Zubac. So you might say, why? Why is this happening? Especially for the Clippers. Why are you trading one of your best players for 2 unknowns in a way? Mathurin can be good, but Isaiah Jackson is not that good. The thing is that it's the Pacers who push the deal. So the Pacers are looking like this season is done. Of course, it's been done since the beginning. But next year, with Neymar, Tyrese Haliburton, Ivica Zubac, we have a trio that in the East could do something. So for me, it's a very good trade for the Clippers. For the Pacers, sorry. For the Clippers, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Is this part of the rebuilding? Is this part of a deeper strategy? I don't know. I have no idea what they are doing. So now you've traded James Harden and Ivica Zubac. When you were climbing up the ladder in the Western Conference, I don't know what's going on. So now we're gonna go to number 10. Yeah, number 10 is. Sorry, I don't know this guy on the right. I don't know who he is. For me, he never played for the Knicks. But on the left side, we have Jose Alvarado. And of course, it's a big signing. And it's even more of a big signing when this week we learned that the Knicks signed Jeremy Sohan. So the Knicks decided to sign 2 defensive specialists, which for that Knicks team is crucial. This team hasn't been playing well on defense all year long. So now we have 2 defensive specialists. Plus, like I was looking on Facebook, Mitchell Robinson, plus Michael Bridges, plus OG Anunoby, plus Josh Hart. So now the Knicks have finally answered the issue that was plaguing them since the beginning of the year. Defense. And I think it's an amazing signing for the Knicks. So I'm very happy. And like I said, the guy on the right, I don't know who that guy is. The last one will be for the French. On the right side is Jared McCain. Jared McCain, who is not French, of course, not French, but was traded by the Sixers to the Thunder. I don't understand the logic from the Sixers because it was amazing last year before getting injured. I don't know. Then in the middle, of course, we have Gershon. Gershon, who had an amazing season last year, moved to the Knicks, which made me happy, but couldn't find minutes. He didn't have any minutes. He didn't fit, so that was simple. And the repercussion of the McCain trade was Ousmane Dieng, who has been there for like 4 years, I think. And he arrived in the Bucks in a decimated Bucks team. He had an amazing game. So I think it's a positive for all the 3 teams you can see here. For the Thunder, McCain is a very interesting prospect. For the Bulls, you have a veteran that can play. And for the Bucks, looking at this season, you have a guy that nobody ever tapped into his potential. So now, I would say I'm quite hyped for Ousmane Dieng. I'm quite hyped. And they signed also Cam Thomas, so now the East is the East. Everybody's crappy. So I'm very eager to see what's gonna happen with the Bucks. When Giannis come back, I do think we're gonna make the playoff, honestly. So I hope this was not too boring for you. And please subscribe. If you are watching this video, please subscribe. I have only 100 people who subscribe to my video, so please subscribe to my video, like it, and spread it around. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it despite my bad talent as an host. And we'll see each other very soon because I have a new video about the NBA again that I've been preparing. So see you guys.